So my question is, and because we're recording, we might be able to put this in if we want. How do we decide a tiebreaker?
I don't know if there's going to be a tiebreaker. With Klimp and Josh being the judges, one of us is shaving.
Yeah, I agree, but at the same time, just on the off chance there is, which I don't have my fucking bell. What the? Or at least it's not over on that side.
Well, then just download an app later.
What the fuck?
Let's see. Does this still work? Oh, it doesn't work without my volume on. Dang.
No.
I don't know.
So just keep the volume down until we get into that. That'll be later in the episode.
Section. Yeah.
Yeah, I can always just...
And Damon's trying to sit down. I'm going to go ahead and say, welcome back to Hit the Game. Damon and Klimp. Finally good to be back again.
It has been
Gentlemen, we have a fun episode. So we're going to get through some of the cleaning that we normally would get through with sports and whatever we have to talk about. But later in the episode, we have a trivia game for the two of you. Very Jeopardy-esque with...
taking the dub.
I don't know about all that, boy.
Categories and 5 questions per category, so it'll be interesting to see what we got going on.
Yeah.
But I want to start it off first and foremost with what we got coming up this weekend as of the recording. Super Bowl, baby. Who we got?
Rams.
Joe Brrr.
You get your own Rams? Come on.
Pussy.
No, it's just... This is my sole reason behind it. Cincinnati still doesn't have the O-line they need.
Oh, I agree with that.
When you look at the Rams D-line, I mean, it's one-sided completely.
Yeah. It is. No, it definitely is, because like you have Aaron Donald, who is the best defensive lineman in the league and arguably the best defensive player in the league. You have Von Miller, who's hitting the edge.
Miles Garrett?
That hurt, Rick.
Hey, I said Aaron Donald is definitely the best defensive player. It's like 1A and 1B is Miles. All right, it's not like it's close for me. All right,
Continue.
So Aaron Donald is a force to be reckoned with. The man can bench like fucking 600 pounds or whatever he does. I don't know. He's like a little goddamn. He's like 6'1". He's a goddamn like little midget running around goddamn like this. And if Aaron Donald ever sees this, that's a compliment.
I don't think you have to worry about that.
It's okay. He's never going to see this.
No, probably not. But either way, you have Jalen Ramsey in the secondary. You got Von Miller. You got like Leonard Floyd. Like that defense is a force to be reckoned with. And the old saying goes, defense wins championships. That's right. And even though I think Cincinnati, first of all, I did not think Cincinnati was going to be this good of a goddamn team.
No.
Nobody
I don't think nobody but Cincinnati fans did.
I don't even think Cincinnati fans did, bro.
No, the only one person that did was probably Joe Burrow. He's the only person. Probably.
No, Cincinnati fans, though, are known for overhyping the Bengals.
Oh, easy. Yeah. But,
not as much as Cowboy fans.
Oh, my God. Don't even get me started.
Nobody compares to Cowboy fans when it comes to overhyping.
Don't even get me started on the Cowboys fans, man. Anyway, but like I in my heart, I want Joe Burrow to win because I love Joe Burrow.
Oh, I do too.
Even though he did choose to go to Ohio State, but he did kind of just, give him the finger. Which, I am all about giving Ohio State the finger. I'll give him 2.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I don't. The fact that Matthew Stafford is in the Super Bowl, it is conflicting for me because obviously, like,
one season out.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's get this straight. If he didn't take that team to the Super Bowl this year, with all the people they have, I would have laughed my ass off. Like, there's no goddamn way, dude.
Well, you have to think, though, they had a lot of those people before Matthew Stafford.
Not really.
Not really. They got a lot just for this season.
They got Von Miller this season. They got Odell Beckham this season.
Yeah.
Like, they're going chips on the table all in this year.
Yeah, and they have like no draft picks because of it.
Well, yeah, because they don't have a first-round draft pick until 2024.
Yeah.
Which, again, if they win the Super Bowl this year, who cares?
Who cares? Yeah. I mean, the 32nd pick is not that important.
No.
So going back to you guys saying defense and everything, I agree with that. Defense wins championships. You look at the Bucs, the way they've won 2 years that they did it. The Ravens when they won. The thing is, Cincinnati has gotten past good defenses to get where they're at.
They have.
The thing that I think scares me the most about the Rams is Cooper Kupp.
Oh my
That dude
God.
looks unstoppable.
I mean, right now he is.
Tore the Bucks up.
Can we get a moment of silence for what Cooper Kupp is about to do to Jalen Ramsey on Black History Month? I mean, I'm not a believer in God, but if there is one, like, God help Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah,
Or not Jalen Ramsey, fucking, goddamn it, Eli Apple. That's who I'm thinking of.
But I knew who you were talking about.
You almost had it.
Cooper Kupp is the best receiver right now
Oh, period.
In the NFL. In the NFL.
in the NFL. Yes, it's insane what he's been.
Well,
able to pull
he
off.
got the triple crown this season.
Yeah. Dude, and he almost beat Calvin Johnson's record. He didn't.
He didn't.
He didn't.
Still got something to look forward to. I mean, this
didn't.
is pretty much y'all's Super Bowl.
No,
This is your quarterback.
You know, so like I said, here's my conflicting issue. I'm pissed at Matthew Stafford because he didn't get results when he was in Detroit. However, if he wins, you know, I will think it's good for him.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not me. It's more so I'm pissed at not just Matthew Stafford, because there was like a time, 2014, where we had the number 2 ranked defense and we still couldn't get it done. That year, I blame on Matthew Stafford.
Right.
100%. There's like you have the number 2 ranked defense. You have perennial Pro Bowler in Ndamukong Suh. You had Nick Fairley. Like, you had Nate Burleson. You had Calvin Johnson. I think Reggie Bush was on that team too. You know, there is no reason we shouldn't have made a playoff push that year.
Fair point.
You know, so on that, I will blame a Matthew Stafford fuck up. The rest of it, there is a 4-letter word for who is responsible, and it's the goddamn Ford family.
That was more than 4 letters.
Ford is 4 letters, you fucking idiot.
Oh, yeah, I know.
But you
I know
could,
about
if you just said Ford, though, that'd been 4 letters.
You know what? I'm going to fight you next time you come down here.
Let's go.
Just sticking with the football, though. Obviously, finally, it's been official that Brady retired.
Hang on. I got to show you something. Because it just came in the mail today on the topic.
While you're getting that open, I find it so funny that all it takes is for Tom Brady to just retire, for the Bucks to literally not be a contender now.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
100%.
Oh, yeah.
It's so weird.
And Gronkwant's gone now.
I don't
I
think
know, because he signed an
nah.
extension, I think, for
I don't
another
know.
year. But
Ready?
I'm
Oh,
sure
okay.
he'll.
Well, did you see his,
And then now you got the jersey.
nice.
I got my Tom Brady jersey.
That's
Well,
the
did
good
you
one,
see-
too.
Gronk
Yeah.
said, that actually is really nice. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie. But Gronk said the only quarterback he wants to play with now that Tom Brady is gone is Joe Burrow.
Joe Brrr. Joe Brrr. Joe
That'd be
Shiesty.
interesting if he made it to Cincy for a season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because their best tight end is CJ Uzoma or whatever how you say his name.
The Auburn man.
You know, and he's a decent tight end. Don't get me wrong. Like, he's not a bad tight end. But you get a guy like Rob Gronkowski, who arguably is the best tight end of all time.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that makes that offense a lot better.
I will always argue Tony Gonzalez.
I will.
But-
That's a debate. No, I will
Yeah.
give you that. That is a good argument. Tony Gonzalez is a hell of a fucking tight end.
Yeah.
Rob Gronkowski is a hell of a tight end.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if it's not one, it's the other. It's not one, it's the other between those two, in my opinion.
I think, and Travis Kelce's in the top 3.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
He's scary.
Dude, the man at 33 or whatever he is, dude. Like, he's older than people think, but he is fucking killing it, dude.
Yeah.
He is consistently the Kansas City Chiefs' leading receiver as a tight end.
Because the thing with him is he can be an open field or he can be a red zone nightmare.
Oh, easy. And
Like,
he's a good blocker,
he's a
too.
dual threat. Yeah.
He's good in the run game, which is 100%. That's the biggest part of being a tight end, is you have to be a threat in the run game, but also a threat in the receiving game.
Right.
And he's both.
Like I love watching the videos of Tim Tebow when he was trying to be a tight end, trying to block.
Oh, it's so
Just because
bad.
I'm like, it don't matter.
bad.
He could have the best hands and be the best catching wide receiver in the league, but if he blocks like that, he's automatic trash.
No, yeah, you cannot imagine. I knew that Urban Meyer was going to be a shit show in Jacksonville when he
Yeah.
signed Tim Tebow as a
Yeah.
tight end to the practice squad.
Yeah,
And look how it ended up.
It's bad.
that was
Bad
bad.
decision.
That was very bad.
So very quickly, I know Rick's leading this one, but I just because that popped into my head as of recording this episode, all the head coaching vacancies have been filled.
Yep.
What are our thoughts?
I think the biggest thing when you look at head coaching anything right now is somebody shot themselves in the foot with their decision. I respect their decision on what they did,
Yeah,
but I feel that particular individual might have cost himself a future job in the NFL at any point.
I agree. I think, and obviously, if unless you've been living under a goddamn rock, we're talking about Brian Flores.
Yep.
I respect the shit out of what Brian Flores is doing because I think it is a huge issue in the National Football League that teams only interview black candidates just for the Rooney Rule.
Yeah.
And it's like, here's a prime example. And he's not involved in this whole Brian Flores thing, but for the last 4 coaching cycles, Eric Bieniemy has not gotten a head coaching job.
Right.
The mastermind behind the Kansas City Chiefs offense
Klimp
has
frozen.
not gotten a head coaching job. He's frozen on mine too.
Oh, okay.
My Skype completely crashed for a second. I don't know if it showed on y'all's end.
It's you're just
Oh, you just went there. Okay.
yep, you're back.
I was
Okay.
looking. I was like, he's holding that face for a while.
Yeah.
My Skype crashed on me.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
No, I really, unfortunately, I respect what he's doing, but Flores will not get a head coaching job in the NFL again after this.
I don't think he'll get a head coaching job ever again, but I think, he's never going to live uncomfortably. I think at the end of the day, there's going to be some way that the NFL settles this, outside of court, which is how it normally ends up. That's what they did with Kaepernick, It's basically it's just going to be like, all right, shut up and we'll pay you so much money. And that's what it's going to turn into. And it kind of sucks because I really liked Brian Flores as a head coach. Out of all the Belichick guys, he was the guy I knew, or I thought at least, was going to have a good career as a head coach.
Yeah, and that's
then-
an agreeable statement.
And Miami canned him. I don't know why they did, and again, it's coming out that supposedly there were some incentives from ownership to lose games and stuff. Listen, I'm not here to speculate on what did or what did not happen. All I know is that if he's saying it, it kind of doesn't surprise me if it's true, But I respect his decision because, I may joke, here and there about, whatever, fucking guy's not even going to have a job or anything like that. I respect a guy who can say, you know what, I love the game. I love coaching the game, and I will sacrifice that to help people in the future,
Right.
I respect the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
it's unfortunate, but
It is.
it's something that needs to be done, and I think he's doing it the right way instead of what Kaepernick did. So it's easier to back up.
I don't know. We can go into a whole slew.
We don't have time for that shit.
Yeah, that's a different conversation for a different day. But
It's
there.
a hard drink for that one,
Yeah, right. You got that good whiskey over there. You can start sipping on.
right?
I got water.
So there are a few hires that were made by some teams this year that I was just I'm not even talking about Brian Flores because I thought he was the most qualified candidate other than Eric Bieniemy. Whatever. There were some hires that were made that I'm like, what the fuck are these teams thinking?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you thinking? The Saints hiring Dennis Allen, I agree with that. I get that. He's been in New Orleans for a long time. That's an understandable hire. The Bears getting Matt Eberflus from Indianapolis, I get that. even though, it's not an offensive-minded guy that can help Justin Fields, I think he can build a staff, Like, that makes sense to me.
Yeah. And two, they also interviewed Dan Quinn for the head coaching job, but he declined it.
Yeah, because, Dan Quinn's like, I got a good gig down here in Jerry World, so why would I fucking leave?
Yeah.
He's either him or Kellen Moore is probably in line to take over Mike McCarthy if he gets canned.
Oh, yeah.
Unless, and this is where my head goes because I know that Sean Payton retired, that motherfucker's going to go to Dallas in like 3 years or whatever it is.
If he goes anywhere and comes out of retirement, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because he started off there. Like, that's where he was under Parcells, dude. He was an assistant coach under Parcells when he was in Dallas. Like, that is home for him, basically. I don't know. But there are some decisions, like the Texans hiring David Culley, firing him, and then getting Lovie Smith as their head coach.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I can't believe somebody even thought that would be a good idea to have him as a head coach.
And then, the media's trying to spin it like, oh, yeah, he's been in the race for head coach for the whole time. And I'm like, when? Like, the Houston Texans organization is a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Like, worse than the Washington Commanders. Let's go, commies.
I can't believe that that's a thing, dude.
It's funny, though.
It's so bad.
I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It's so the Houston Texans just does not make sense to me, man. Like, you can the guy that, and he didn't do a horrible job. I thought David Culley did pretty good with the talent he had because it's not like Deshaun Watson was playing.
Right.
And Brandon Cooks had a pretty decent year. Like, it wasn't terrible.
I'll pitch him up in fantasy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he was a solid wide receiver 2 option. Even with Davis fucking Mills throwing the ball.
Maybe even a flex. I put him at flex a good bit.
Right. But even still, like, it's to get Lovie Smith. The guy who got fired from Illinois because he went 17-39 in like 5 years.
Yep.
That's terrible. That's awful. And that's not a dig at, that's not really a dig at Lovie Smith, because, like, I actually think that Lovie Smith, because when he was with the Bears, he did pretty good.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
He had a really good stint with the Bears. He took them to the Super Bowl, I think.
That's the thing is, I think they're just trying to get off on the name, honestly. He's still a name.
He's still a name. Now, granted, I also like fucking Lovie Smith's giant fucking white beard. I think it's great.
I don't know why I thought you were going to say giant head, and I'm like, don't do it. Don't.
Why would I say giant
I don't know.
head?
It's just, that's what
I was weird, dude. No, so at the end of the day, it's whatever. It's the Houston Texans are bad. This has been well established. Does Deshaun Watson get traded? Probably not, even though he probably should at this point. It's been a fucking year, He's not going to play for you guys ever again. Who knows? We don't even know if the guy's, not guilty.
He can play for the Mean Machine.
That's what I'm saying. You can join Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
Right. Jesus, stupid people. Before we move on, Klimp, you got some shit going on in Auburn with the coaches.
Yeah. So
what's going on, buddy?
So as of right now, everything is speculation. There's no proof proving anything. But so it is the assumption and the speculation that our head coach, Coach Brian Harsin, after has been having an affair with his assistant
since Boise State.
Since Boise State, so she was a cheerleader at Boise State. For those who don't know, that's a previous college he was a head coach at. And then he basically paid for her to come to Auburn. And she followed him to Auburn. So the speculation is that that's his little side piece.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of all that drama, then now players are coming out saying, oh, he's a great coach, but he's an awful guy. He ain't never met my mom or made the effort. And like saying this and that, like, because like he's like, and just like saying, oh, like if you're not putting in all the effort, he just calls you a wuss and tells you to get out the field. It's like he's a first year going into a second year coach. If he doesn't win, he doesn't have a job. Right. He has to focus on winning.
Yeah, no, it's how it is, and I think even though you guys had went 6-6 or something like that,
6-7,
6-7 with the bowl game, like you guys, let's be honest, in the SEC, you guys are like you're like in the bottom third,
mid to bottom,
bottom third. I'm thinking, you're better than Vanderbilt, you're better than Missouri and shit like that. But
we're a basketball school.
You're a basketball school.
Yeah,
honestly, like you guys are a basketball school. Even though you guys got your ass beat by fucking Arkansas last night.
Yeah, but if you look at the officiating, that was...
I just saw the score.
Oh, okay, the officiating was god-awful.
And honestly, whatever I can do to take a dig at you, I am going for that. So.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. We don't play games right here. Anyway, so, I don't think you guys had a horrible year. The thing I think you're running into is, like, you got Bo Nix. He transferred to Oregon, even though his dad was, like, Auburn legend or whatever the fuck he was. He was supposed to be, like, the next second coming of Christ down in the goddamn Auburn.
Yeah. I never fell for that story.
I remember the first year you got to fucking Auburn and you met Bo Nix at like a bus stop or something, and you talked to him. You're like, he's such a nice guy.
I mean, he was. Bo Nix is a fantastic person. I would never say he wasn't, but he's got to follow. He's got to be the first Bo Nix, not the second Patrick Nix.
Yeah, that's fair.
He has to follow and make his own story.
But, yeah, so either way, you're going to run into, this is kind of turning into an Urban Meyer situation at Auburn, where off-the-field stuff is going to really fuck this guy up,
Well, the thing about Auburn, and it's kind of funny, actually one of my professors told me this. He said he was talking to a friend of his saying, Auburn just seems like they always shoot themselves in the foot. And the guy said to him, well, every college shoots themselves in the foot. Auburn just reloads the gun and then shoots the other foot.
That's pretty... You are not kidding.
And I'm like, that is the truest thing I have ever heard in my entire life.
That's it, man. I don't... Like, listen, I've seen pictures of this assistant. I don't blame Brian Harsin.
He's in a marriage with kids. He don't need to be doing nothing like that.
Right. I don't condone the practice of cheating on your wife.
In the United States years ago. So, I mean, it's a human thing.
Yeah.
Let that human thing be part of the human. Let him take care of it with his family. Don't bring it into work.
Right.
Unfortunately, he did because it's an assistant.
That's the part. Yeah. That's the part you're running into. It. If this was like fucking, hey, he started screwing some fucking, some hairstylist in fucking Macon, Georgia, let's say. Nobody would give a fuck,
Exactly.
But the fact that she is an assistant to the football team, that's the problem, because that makes it a bigger issue.
Yeah. If there is any proof whatsoever, he's fired. Gone.
Oh, he's gone, bro.
There's actually speculation of people saying he's going to be fired anyways.
Well, so there were reports that coaches and players are decommitting and transferring because they don't like him. Like the one, what was that guy's name? The defensive coordinator he hired and was the defensive coordinator
offensive
coordinator for 8 days.
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but he was the quarterback coach for Seattle for a long time. So he hasn't said, and there's nothing saying why he left. I've heard every rumor in the book. Mm-hmm. No one knows. One, it doesn't look good, period, no matter what the reasoning was. But yeah, being an offensive coordinator for 8 days and then saying, hey, I'm good, does not look good at all.
At the end of the day, an offensive coordinator, you're still in a Power 5 school. You're still in the SEC conference. That's a good gig.
Right.
There's got to be some underlying thing going on. If it comes out, hey, I had a family issue, or hey, I get it.
Right.
But even still, the fact that you were that you declined and you just quit after 8 days, that's saying something. You got to the staff, you met them, and you started asking around, and you're like, hey, how do you people feel? How players, how do you feel about the staff? And they started telling you, and then you're like, this is not what I want to do.
Was there, and from what I've seen, there are more people backing Brian Hart player-wise than there are people dissing him. But still, everyone has their own opinion. Coaches included, and incoming new coaches included. And so, I mean, I've heard rumors saying he got in a fight, physical fight with Brian Harsin. I've heard from one end to the other of different assumptions, rumors, speculations, whatever you want to call it.
It's whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's, we'll see how it shakes out. I don't think it's going to any big shakeup. I don't think it's going to happen this season. It might happen after the next season. Yeah. He might be like on a very, very short leash and be like, "Hey, man, you got to start winning some games, otherwise you're done."
Which, with him as a coach or not, I am very interested to see how this coming season goes, because every single wide receiver we had last season did not know how to catch a football, minus our tight ends and running backs, most of them at least. But we have 4 quarterbacks in the quarterback room that have never been at Auburn.
Transfers and
transfers
commits?
And commits, yes.
Okay.
Might be it's 3 or 4. Anyway, but
well, you got what's his dick that took over in the Alabama game, or did he leave?
You talking about T.J. Finley?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was already at Auburn last year. I'm saying these are guys that have never stepped. But we had 2 transfers. I know for sure 2 transfers and 1 commit that just graduated high school. Which high school graduate, unless he is some all-star out of nowhere, I doubt he's going to see the playing field. But the 2 transfers, I'm very interested to see, because we got Calzada. I call him Calzone.
Nice.
And of course I can't think of the other guy's name right now.
It's all good. I'm in a similar boat with the QB race at Michigan, man. Like, I am excited to see who starts next year, because first of all, both of our coordinators just left.
True.
And with Mike McDonald, I get it, man. Listen, I appreciate what Mike McDonald did last year. He took 1 season away from the NFL, becomes a DC at Michigan, leads them to a fucking college football playoff berth, and leads the defense to be like a top 20 team nationally.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I appreciate the shit out of that. And then if you have the opportunity to go be a DC for the Ravens, do it, man. Do it. I get it. Josh Gaddis, though, I could live without. I don't care. I really don't. So the things that were coming out about Josh Gaddis is, we didn't know if Jim Harbaugh was coming back. He was flirting with the NFL a little bit. He flirted with the Vikings job. Apparently, he had an interview, didn't get an offer, and decided, hey, I'm coming back to Michigan, and this is going to be where I'm at for the long run. Cool. I'm okay with that. Coming off of last season, I'm okay with that. Josh Gaddis, I think, was supposed to be he was kind of hoping Jim left, so he could try to fill that spot. Yeah, right. And as soon as he figured out I'm not getting it, out. Right. He's like,
kind of got butthurt. Yeah.
That's what I think, because I'm seeing texts that are coming out that he was texting players. He's like, I'm not wanted here by the administration, so I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't stay where I'm not wanted, and I would advise you guys to do the same thing. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. Yeah. He's been here at Michigan. He was the OC for 3 years, and he only really got good at calling plays last season.
Yeah, true.
Which makes me think, was he actually calling the plays? Because he had a co-OC. His name's Sharon Moore. He actually he's reportedly going to get the OC gig. I think Sharon Moore was probably calling the plays, or Jimmy was calling the plays. And Josh is just kind of sitting there,
Yeah.
Best of luck to him in Miami or whatever he fucking does. I don't care. I'm happy. I think we got some good guys coming in. The DC for Michigan that's taken over, I forget the name. I had it on my phone. God damn it. I hate this. I hate when I forget. Jesse Minter. He was the defensive coordinator for Vanderbilt last year, but he is another Ravens assistant from John Harbaugh. I like it. So far, the track record, he's going from John to Jimmy. It's working. I'm good with that. We'll see how it shakes out. But my big thing is I want to see the quarterback race, because we don't know if Cade McNamara is going to start or if J.J. McCarthy is going to start. If it's me, I love J.J. McCarthy.
Oh, I know.
That motherfucker can sling it, and he's fast. He is what every NFL team has a wet dream about. That is J.J. McCarthy. So I'm excited. I feel like we've been talking about football for a really long time.
We have, but it's okay. That's what we do. We talk sports.
That's it, man.
We're gonna move on from sports, but the next thing we want to get into is Klimp's birthday trip in Vegas. But before we do, I'm gonna do a little cleanup because I swear to God, there's a guy that I work with that does the Clearwater territory. He's got to be sleeping with Mother Karma because he and I have this weird like professional rivalry. If I'm watching the computer and he gets a bunch of calls, I start laughing. I'm like, haha. As soon as I do, I get a fucking call. I'm like, dang it. And then he'll be sitting at home and he'll get like no calls for like 3 hours. I'm out running, unlocking cars like crazy. It's gotten to the point I don't even have to physically laugh or call him to talk shit. If I see him get a call and think that it's funny, all of a sudden a call pops up. I'm like, what the? This dude is sleeping with the devil or something. So it's like, I don't know what's going on with that. But Jeff, if you happen to watch this, fuck you, dude. So, I mean,
in a loving way, you know.
In a loving way, yeah, sure, loving way. That's what I meant. But no, it's just it's weird how that can happen with, and he's the only one that happened to. But yeah, Klimp, go ahead. You went to Vegas for your birthday. Now that you're Mr. 21.
So it was fun.
Hang on 1 second. I just want to address that your first legal drink that you bought yourself.
Oh my God! What
was a fucking pussy drink?
Yeah, what was that? Come on, what was your first?
Ranch water.
Yeah, like
it sounded good. I have buddies down here in Auburn that love it because they sell them like in the cans too, and so they've always told me, this is good. And I was like, I saw it on the Buffalo Wild Wings menu in the Houston airport. I was like, okay, cool.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was actually really good.
What'd you get? What was all in it?
I text you.
I don't remember.
You expect me to
remember? I don't remember it. I don't remember. I was hoping y'all would. I don't know.
I just had a martini for the first time last night at dinner.
Okay, that was I never had
really.
Yeah,
I had a.
That's tank. Shit.
I should. Again, this is not legal.
Then don't bring it up.
Don't make it public.
I had a key lime pie martini at a party.
And then
it was very nice. That's it.
I've heard those are good.
It tasted like I was eating it tasted like I was drinking a piece of key lime pie. It was very good.
I do love me some key lime pie.
The one I had was just a straight up dirty martini. Like we went to dinner, Diana and I, and I'm looking at the drinks and I'm like, I feel like James Bond tonight. I'm gonna get this martini. And I'm thinking
shaking nuts,
disgusting. It's it's just vodka. It's got the olives in it and stuff. I took a sip and I was like, oh, I'm in trouble. Like
we're gonna need 2 more of these.
Yeah, it was really good. You got to the end of it though, and it was just it almost tastes like pure olive juice, and I was like, that was ugh.
Yeah, I'm not a big olive.
I tried
guy,
that, and I tried the dirty, and then I also tried a peach martini. It was really good. So
yeah, that peach martini sounds good. I don't know. I'm not a big olives guy, but.
So what all did you do in Vegas, bro?
So one thing I did, and I didn't tell you guys this, but I was going to bring it up for the first time on the podcast. I got sick.
Oh, really?
I was
sick. You got COVID.
No, it wasn't COVID. But I started feeling sick on the airplane ride there. Oh. So great. Which for me, airplane rides already said because my ears, like I literally, if I go on an airplane anywhere, I'm being deaf for the first 2 days I'm there because my ears don't necessarily pop much. They just get stuffed. Don't know why it happens. It just does.
You chew gum?
Yeah, some weird ear.
I do chew gum. Yeah. I'll chew gum the entire flight.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I was like, on the way there, we had a layover in Houston for about an hour. So we went to Buffalo Wild Wings. That's where I got the ranch water. Didn't get ID'd for a single drink. I got the entire trip.
Oh, dude, you don't.
I wanted to get ID'd.
Sucks, yeah.
I'm like, I'm 21 now. Ask for it. But no, nobody asked for it.
Just standing there with his ID like,
I'll take an alcoholic beverage.
Can I get a Bud Light?
Right. The only time I ever
ordered something basic, he might have got ID'd.
Yeah. The only time I ever got ID'd was in Caesar's Palace because they like in the casino for gambling they can ID you. That was the only casino that, in general, anything that ID'd me the entire trip. But that's fun. So we stayed in Polo Towers, which is, you walk a block and you're on the strip. Like, it was pretty nice.
Nice.
I had a good view of MGM. Like, so we're right there. We're across the street from Aria. Our room had the view of the MGM.
Okay, that's cool.
So it was super nice. Literally, we wake up in the morning, go walk the strip, go to whatever casinos we want to. We didn't do like the super touristy stuff because me, my parents, and my sister Alicia that went, we've all been to Vegas before. We've done the touristy stuff.
Right.
We just wanted to go hang out, have a good time, get some good food, gamble some money away. I only had 3 drinks the entire trip, all on different days.
You fucking pussy.
Dude.
I had one in
You're
the Houston
21.
airport. I had one in the Houston airport. I had one when we went out and got some sushi. And I had when we went to Target, like the second to last night, I got a drink and drinking in the condo.
Oh, I thought you meant you had a drink at Target. I was like, who gets a drink
No,
at
no,
Target?
no. We got a
Hillbilly
drink.
shit, bro.
No, we
That's
bought the
hillbilly
drink
shit
and
you
I
fucking
drank it in the
drink in
condo.
parking lots. Hey,
No,
what do you guys do for fun around here? We just sit in a Walmart parking lot and get shit faced.
But it was fun. I pretty much lost almost all my money and then won majority of it back. So it was pretty nice.
go.
That's good.
Literally, but it was kind of funny. Every single one of us had what we call our day. Like, first day was my dad's day to win some money. Second day was my mom and Alicia. Last day was me. I won majority of my money back on one slot machine. Actually, I profited on every slot machine I played that day, but like that was the machine that gave me like a good win. Like I put in a 20, I walked away with $116. Like it was pretty nice. And like we went to this super nice sushi restaurant. I have no clue what it was called. I can't shout them out. It was good, but it was too neat. I like my sushi like with a pound of crab meat on top or shrimp or whatever. I like messy, like giant amounts of sushi. And so this was like super neat. You get, 7 sushi rolls, and I'm like, okay.
So there's actually you said I can't shout them out. There was an episode of Two Bears One Cave, and I'll shout them out because that's like one of my favorite podcasts.
Same.
That they were talking about where like you go somewhere and like you don't and the philosophy is like, oh, most people just take a picture of their food and tag the place and say, hey, I had this great food, and there's a guy out there, and I can't remember the name for the life of me, but Tom and Bert were talking about it, and they're like, you probably shouldn't do that because it, it can over bombard the business to the point where, maybe they're not able to handle it. That's just one aspect of it. However, it takes away from the experience if from finding a place, you know what I mean? So like if you go to this place and you go, man, I had some fantastic fucking food. And that can just be like your place,
Yeah.
Like,
right. Yeah, I get that.
Tell people about that though, which I get, and again, I'm a guy that if I go on a trip, you guys know, like I was sending you guys pictures.
Yeah.
I had a great fucking time when I went to Cleveland, even though Cleveland fucking sucks. Fuck Cleveland. Not the team, the city. The team. Johnny Manziel said it too.
That's not a good backup, dude.
Hey, but he's not wrong.
True. But yeah, but I wasn't bad sick. It was just more of like, I don't know if it was like extended jet lag. But like I still, you probably heard me cough multiple times. This is like the leftovers from it. It's just a annoying cough.
Yeah.
But like there was like just one night where like my parents and Alicia went out and went gambling, and I just stayed and I took a nap. But besides that, I went everywhere. But the coolest part of the trip.
I was about to say, I'm like, motherfucker, you like leaving out the whole big part.
I was saving the best for last. Was getting to drive a McLaren 570S around a racetrack.
Mm-hmm.
I got 6 laps. Goes by a lot faster than anybody would hope. But it was a lot of fun. One part of it, excuse me, that I was not expecting. There's a lot more turns on this racetrack than I expected. And they're like, you can just tap the brakes and just
hit it.
Yeah, it's like they don't really like drift and nothing like that, but like you take these curves where you're like, oh, okay. And then like there's
how slow did you go the first lap though? Just to like get like were you like
shit? Not really, to be honest, because like you have a dude that sits in a passenger seat with you, and he basically tells you when to brake and when to accelerate. So like if I'm going around a curve and he told me to accelerate, I'm hitting it.
Boom.
Yeah, and like so the straightaway, I was really hoping for a longer straightaway, because that car can hit 200 plus. I only hit about 140. I think I probably maxed out at, which is still very fast. But I really wanted to hit that 200 mark. But it was a lot of fun. And like honestly, I mean, I would do it again. They have so many different cars, and I'm like,
well, yeah, because you were sending us pictures. You're like, I can't decide whether or not to drive a Ferrari. I can't remember the model name for the life of me. There was the Ferrari. You had that McLaren that you were telling us that you drove, and a Lamborghini Huracan. And I was like, first of all, it's between the Ferrari and the McLaren for me. I'm not a big Lamborghini guy. Just they're clunky.
Yeah, they're just cool. It's
a cool car. Don't get me wrong. But like, if you're gonna go and drive it for like comfortability and like actually wanting to be comfortable when you're driving it, the Ferrari, which by the way, family friend of ours has, very comfortable ride, or the McLaren. And I'm a big McLaren fan. I love how McLarens look, and it's beautiful.
I've always loved how they look, but now that I know how they drive, if I hit that lottery, just know I'm getting a McLaren.
You better buy me one too, motherfucker.
We'll see.
At least let me drive.
McLaren will be great in all those country roads in Auburn.
Yeah.
So many straightaways.
Yeah.
Now, granted, you in the middle of bumfuck nowhere and you got a straightaway and you're in a McLaren. Boom.
Oh yeah, I already know a road that is probably maybe an hour from here. And another city because I've driven down it before. It is like country, like it's the kind of things you see in movies. Like it's just a straight road, not a single inch of a curve, and I'm like, that's where I'm taking a car. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm a firm believer that you do not need no more than 4 days in Vegas.
Oh, I think it's less than that.
Yeah, like 3.
It's pretty cheap there too, right? Like hotel wise, like cheaper than people expect.
Oh, I didn't pay for it. I don't know.
He's like, I don't know.
It was my birthday trip.
Like,
yeah,
I've heard that.
Yeah, you can stay in Vegas and probably only pay at probably at that hotel, probably only like $200 to $250 a night.
Yeah, well, it was a condo because my grandparents are like do the timeshare stuff.
Oh, then you guys already had a place to go then.
Yeah. But it was super fun. I remember, so we flew out of Birmingham at 5:30 p.m. So by the time we had the layover in Houston, and by the time we got to Vegas, it was like 10, 11 o'clock p.m. there, which is like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning for Alabama.
So you guys are dog shit tired.
We were like, bro, like on the plane, all 3 of us, because Alicia flew separate from Atlanta.
Okay, I was gonna ask, like, yeah, because Alicia lives in Georgia. I was gonna ask if she like drove and picked you up and then went to Birmingham or what, but
no, she flew out of Atlanta, and then like her flight getting there was it probably landed 20 minutes after ours.
Okay,
and then like we had just gotten our bags from baggage claim, and she texted us and said, "Hey, I just landed." So it really wasn't bad at all.
That's good.
And then her flight leaving was like 30 minutes after ours.
That's
so like the timing kind of worked out. Like she had to sit in the airport a little longer than we did, but it really wasn't bad.
So how nice is McCarran, the airport?
That's the Vegas one. Yeah. One thing I don't like about it is just a tight, skinny hallway when you're getting to your gate, and it is like if it's full, it's like trying to walk through there.
Okay.
Like, I was really not a fan of it, to be honest. I'll be honest, the Houston airport,
it's
it was just a layover, pretty nice.
Denver airport's pretty nice, too.
I've heard Denver's really nice.
I've been to the Denver airport. Very nice. Oh, the Minneapolis airport's really nice, too.
I've heard about that one.
They have literally at every single place to sit, or like that's a table, there's a tablet there for you to use and like just play on. Or do whatever you want to do. So
obviously, and we'll quickly get off the airport talk because it's not that interesting, but I think the best airport, and I've been to a couple, like I've been to Birmingham, I've been to Atlanta, I've been to Cleveland, Detroit, all that bullshit. The best airport that I have been to for efficiency, for like selection of food, for just comfortability, is still Tampa International.
Oh, I love Tampa.
Airport.
I love Tampa International because I can literally show up like an hour before my flight and be there with 20 minutes to spare.
Yeah, and they're very, very efficient.
That's the whole thing. Tampa International is the most efficient airport I have ever been to.
Yeah, it is nice.
I know we don't have many people that listen, and not many people watch on YouTube, and that's the only one they can really comment on. But if anybody has a chance, if you're listening to this part of the podcast, I want to hear what other people think are the top airports, because that's always a fun thing to hear.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and plus too, then like when the three of us like individually take a trip, or even one days together, we know where we're flying to.
Exactly.
Fuck, dude, I'll fly. I will make it a point, because I have flown out of Clearwater, St. Pete, and Tampa.
Yep.
I will make it a point. Like I will go to Tampa every single time.
I do
Tampa
like smaller airports.
I like them to a degree. Like I thought it was cool at Clearwater, St. Pete, that you didn't like have to walk through the tunnel to get on the plane. You have to actually walk on the tarmac. But that's fun. But dude, for just efficiency's sake, I am going to Tampa International every single time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree.
But one thing, another part, I'll go quick with this. So we flew Southwest. So Southwest is you don't reserve a seat. It's just when you board the plane, you sit down in a seat of your choice.
Oh, really?
And so, Southwest has no reserved seats.
Well, because when I flew Southwest to come see you, they gave me a assigned seat. Yeah.
That's weird.
I've never heard of that.
I had an assigned seat when I got on Southwest.
You sure it was Southwest?
Mm-hmm. Because I flew Southwest to come to Birmingham.
Interesting. I've flown Southwest 3 different times now, and every single one of them was general seating. Or at least 3 times in my adult life. I don't remember.
Actually, I think you know what it was, actually, because I think my flight from Tampa to Birmingham was a connection flight to Las Vegas.
Oh, okay.
So I think I was just the first leg of the trip, and that's why they're like, hey, you're getting off, so we're just going to give you this seat here. Yeah,
that could have very well been true. It was nice flying from Birmingham to Houston and Houston to Vegas, because we were in boarding group A. So we were able to get on pretty soon, like pretty early within the passenger. All 3 of us got seats together. Got some good seats. Yeah, thank you.
I heard that.
So we all got, the 3 of us were able to sit together. We got some good seats. Now, going from Vegas back to Birmingham, which was a one-way 3-hour flight, roughly. Ooh. So there was an entire Birmingham dance team. If I remember their names, I'd shout them out and talk trash about them.
Oh. I thought it was going to be a good thing.
They took up all of boarding group A and half of boarding group B.
Damn.
And so we were in boarding group C. The 3 of us were scattered around the plane. And every single one of us got middle seats. And I hate middle seats.
Well, okay, you and I are tall. We can't do middle seats.
No. I hated it.
I can't do it, bro.
And they once we got on the plane, really not that loud. But when they were at the gate, I had to put in headphones and put them on noise cancellation mode, because it was just shut up, please. In the nicest way possible, but not really. But yeah, luckily I had downloaded some movies onto my Netflix account on my laptop. So I watched for the first time. Sorry, I said this was going to be quick. It really wasn't as quick as I planned. I watched Moneyball for the first time.
You haven't seen Moneyball?
No, bro, I had not.
Moneyball is such a good baseball movie.
Fantastic.
You want to know something pretty cool about that before you get into it? Brad Pitt doesn't watch baseball. He doesn't know anything about baseball.
But he
read the book. He read the script. He got to sit down with Billy Bean and talk and stuff, and he just obsessed with the character.
Dude,
you couldn't tell that by watching that movie. You would think he was a baseball guy.
Right.
He did such a good job.
But dude, fantastic.
That movie is top 5 for baseball movies for me.
I'd say so. It's in the top 5.
I like it a lot.
My number 1 baseball movie, Major League.
Really?
I think Major League's my favorite.
Mine is League of Their Own.
Never seen it.
I'm just
A League of Their Own too.
Jesus Christ.
Never seen it.
You need to fucking see some goddamn sports movies, motherfucker.
I have not seen many. It doesn't have to be sports movies. I'm just bad about seeing big name movies.
Wow, thing.
And that's going to hurt you on what's coming up, because we're going to get into this trivia.
Go for it.
So this was an idea I had going for just a single episode for a filler, but we're going to just throw it into this episode. I put together a list. We have 4 categories for the two of you.
I got to figure out something I can.
Yeah, you need to download a quick
ding or
Bell app
something.
or something.
Yeah, that's what I did.
So for those are the listening or watching, this is going to be between both Daltons. First one to ring in gets to answer. Do not answer until I call who's the one that rang in, please. Each category has 5 questions, just like Jeopardy, 100 to 500. The categories are movies, who am I, Gen Z slang, and know your friends. So I've already explained what those are to the gentlemen. For those that don't know, movies is just basic questions, whether it be quotes, it could be a scene. So keep your Discords ready also. Who am I is going to be, I'm going to read off a list of teams a player has played for. You have to give me the name of the player. Gen Z slang, that's pretty easy for you guys to figure out. And know your friends is a category, 5 questions about either Josh or myself that one of you two has to figure out who it is. So, with that being said, we're going to go.
Let me make sure this thing works.
Most of them you have to turn your volume off mute.
Shame.
Oh yeah, we got the
Same
same
one.
app.
Shame.
So make sure you use a different bell though, so I can tell.
That only has one bell option.
All right, Klimp, use shame then.
Okay.
Shame.
How do I
Use
change
bell.
it?
No, you have to shake it. Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
So can you hear this clearly?
Shame.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So Damon, we're gonna go with youngest first. So you get to pick what category and which question.
I will pick movies for 100. Maeen Malik.
Movies for. Wow, I appreciate that. It's
Thank you.
Bialik, but okay.
I don't care.
Movies for 100. Name the movie this quote was in. It's not how you stand by your car, it's how you race your car.
Shame.
Damon.
Was that Fast and Furious 1?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Next one.
Oh yeah, sorry. I forgot. I forgot how Jeopardy worked for a minute.
Shame.
Yes. Can I get movies for 2?
Movies for 200. Take a look at your Discord and name this movie.
Fuck. Oh, I'm blanking.
Same.
God damn it.
I don't watch Jeopardy. Can you ask questions?
No, you can't
Oh,
ask.
shit. I gotta switch to the app.
Damon.
Is it Scarface?
No.
Damn.
Oh, that'd been my guess.
Yes.
I forgot the name of the movie.
Give me something.
Can I Google the movie? Can I Google the name of it real quick? Dang
No.
it.
Give me 1 second. What's up?
I don't know.
Father.
No guess. That is from the movie Godfather.
God damn it. I was close with Scarface.
You know what really makes me mad? That was the movie I was thinking, and I couldn't think of the name.
I'm like, God damn it. I know it's like some mobster movie, something like
Yes.
that, you know? God damn it.
Damn.
All right.
Back to you.
Movies for 3.
Movies for 3. This 2010 movie stars many A-listers, including Chris Evans and Brie Larson.
2010? Well, I was going to say Avengers, but that's not it.
No.
Fuck.
Need an answer.
Is it an animated movie? Can I ask that?
Can't ask questions.
Damn. I got nothing. I don't know.
Klimp?
Is it the original Captain America? I don't know.
Nope. Scott
Oh.
Pilgrim versus the World.
Ah!
Damn
Damn it. Movies for 4.
Movies for 400. Name the movie this quote is in. Damn the Woosah, Captain. Did you just call me a tick?
Was it, this may be really wrong, but,
Shame.
Klimp?
Top Flight or something like that? Is that the, no?
Nope. Damon?
Top Gun.
Top
Nope.
Gun, that's what I meant to say.
Bad Boys 2. I'm a little disappointed.
I haven't
you
seen
don't think
Really?
that.
I've seen all the Bad Boys movies.
I haven't seen the Bad Boys too.
Wow. That's a shame. I thought Damon would be better at this one. Damon?
Finish it off. Movies for 5.
Movies for 5. Lose Yourself won Best Original Song at the 2002 Oscars, becoming the first rap hip-hop song to win that category. What rap song is the second to win an Oscar in 2005?
Shit.
2005?
Trying to think. Like, it's got to be like a Jay-Z or a Kanye or early Kanye song.
The first one that came to my mind is like 2011.
Oh.
2005.
Can we get the movie it was in?
You're not supposed to ask, but I'll give you the movie. The movie was Hustle and Flow.
Oh, I have no idea. I've seen Hustle and Flow.
Damon.
You know, because I'm gonna get a guess in, and if I'm on the off chance, was it? Fuck, what's that name of that Jay-Z song? God damn it, I don't even know. I forgot the name of the Jay-Z song. It's like Diamonds All in My Brain.
Nope.
I don't know. No, I don't know.
Well,
Was it In the Club by 50 Cent?
You just fucking looked it up.
No.
nope.
No, I
Nope.
did not.
It was 3-6 Mafia. It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp.
I like 3-6 Mafia too.
I thought you would get that one. I'm a little
Yeah.
surprised. Damon, back to you. Damon is leading 100-0 after
Yeah.
an entire category's been eliminated.
This is bad.
It's just embarrassing. Let me get Know Your Friends for 100.
Know Your Friends for 100. Which friend was born in South Dakota?
Shame.
Klimp.
Josh.
Correct.
That's Josh.
What?
Yeah.
How many points was that one?
100.
That was 100.
100. Okay. I'm gonna be different than Damon. I'm gonna go with a different category. What are the categories?
What are the
Who am I?
categories?
Who am I? Or Gen Z slang?
So Gen Z slang for 100.
Gen Z slang for 100. What does "it's Gucci" mean?
Shame.
Damon.
It's all good.
Correct.
I feel like I was first.
Oh, you were definitely not first. All right, let's get Know Your Friend for 2.
200. Who played shortstop in center field when playing?
Shame.
Klimp.
You.
Wrong. Both of
Shortstop
you said
and-
it, so both of you were
Oh
wrong.
no,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right. You played
That would be
second,
Josh.
didn't you?
I played
played
first
outfield.
base and left field.
That's right. I forgot Josh played baseball.
I did too.
Klimp.
No, it's me, dude.
All right, still Damon. Sorry.
Because we both got it wrong, yeah.
Know Your Friends for 300.
Know Your Friends for 300. Who worked as a screen cleaner for a t-shirt printing company?
Shame.
Klimp.
You.
Yes.
Damn. You're up.
Oh yeah, it's me.
Hey, you forgot how Jeopardy worked.
That was 300, right?
Yes.
We'll go Know Your Friends for 4.
Know Your Friends for 400. Who has a video on YouTube with over 600 views?
Shame.
Damon.
That would be Josh.
I know I was first.
No, you were not.
Audio-wise, you were not, sir.
I need this to like be. Oh yeah, I clicked it before you stopped reading.
I'm right, though, right?
Yes, you are
Okay,
right.
good. That's his.
His public trap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
public trap.
Correct.
That's
Correct.
right.
Very good.
I remembered.
Damon.
Let me just finish the category off for 5.
500. Whose first car was a Chevy Beretta?
Shame.
Klimp.
Yours.
Yes.
I didn't even know your first car was a Chevy Beretta.
Yep.
I wouldn't have gotten that one.
Klimp, back
All right.
to you.
Gen Z for 200.
For 200. What does bet mean?
Shame.
Klimp.
I mean, it basically means bet.
Shame.
Like, say I won't, kind of.
As far as I'm concerned, no. That's not what the definition was. Damon.
It means like I agree with that, or like let's
Yes.
do that.
It has
Correct.
multiple definitions. 'cause
It does, but that's the most commonly used.
That's the most
one.
common.
He's looking for most commonly used phrase or definition for that phrase. You know what I mean?
That was not specified at the beginning of the game. I'm calling my lawyer.
Go right ahead.
You don't even have a lawyer.
I will get one.
Pray
Who's it gonna be?
Fine.
Someone
Damon,
that's free.
On you.
All right. Let me get. Was that 2 for Gen
Yes.
Z? All right. Let me get Gen Z for 3.
Gen Z 300. Bussin.
Shame.
Klimp.
You
Tasting
bitch.
good.
Yes.
I literally have a bussin'
I know.
flag.
I was surprised you
and a
lost
hoodie.
that.
Gotcha.
When I saw that when you logged on, I was like, son of a bitch.
Like,
All right,
the worst
we'll
part
go-
is, I'm 37 and had to Google this shit. I didn't know what any of this meant.
We'll go to the
Oh,
next
man.
points. I think, 400 for Gen Z? Is that what we're on?
Gen Z for 400. Camp.
Shame.
You
Klimp.
said camp, right?
Camp.
Camp. That's like chilling, spend the night, kind of chilling.
Incorrect. Damon.
Is it like that's your people, like your camp?
Incorrect. Apparently, camp is slang for something that is ironically trendy, like your Crocs are camp.
I've never
once
heard
heard that.
I've never heard that.
I haven't either.
We're showing our age, Klimp.
Oh, yeah, it's me. Go for 5.
500. Chugi.
Shame.
Klimp.
It's another one for
fuck?
that's cool.
Incorrect. Damon.
Is it like a derogatory slang term, like you're a fucking chuggy or something?
Incorrect. It is actually something that's not trendy.
I have never heard those last two in my
That's
life.
why they were the
Neither have
4,500
I.
ones.
I mean, that makes sense. Like that's well placed, but I had no idea, bro.
All right, we're down to one category, Klimp.
Who am I for
Who am I?
100?
Who am I for 100? This defensive back played for the Falcons, the 49ers, the Cowboys, the Redskins, and the Ravens. Klimp.
Deion Sanders.
Correct.
Yeah, that's an easy one. Neon Deion Sanders, prime time. You're up.
Next one, 200.
200. This quarterback played for the Eagles, the Rams, the Chiefs, the Eagles, the Jaguars, and the Bears.
Shame.
Damon.
That's Nick Foles, isn't it?
Correct.
Next one.
All right. Yeah,
Let's go.
we only have one category, man. Like I'm not.
Well, you
Yeah,
could have
this-
gone for 500 instead of 3 is what I'm saying. You don't have to go in order. But
Yeah.
if you're going in order,
I'm just
okay,
going
300. This halfback played for the Bills and the 49ers. Damon.
Why did I immediately think Fred Taylor? That's wrong.
Incorrect.
No, that's wrong. I know that.
Bills.
Fuck. The 49ers and the Bills.
Bills first, though, right? That's what you said first?
Correct. Bills
Okay.
and then the 49ers.
Gotcha. I'm going to go with... I know it's wrong, but I have no other guess. Raheem Mustard.
Incorrect. It
No.
is O.J. Simpson.
He played for the 49ers?
I did not know that either.
Like, I was thinking OJ because I'm like, it's the Buffalo Bills, but I'm like,
Right.
that doesn't make any sense.
I never knew he played for
I
the
didn't-
Niners.
I didn't know.
That's
it was
why I
the
went
49ers
with the
either.
modern person, because I had no clue.
This
All right.
quarterback for 400. This quarterback played for the Falcons, the Eagles, the Jets, and the Steelers. Damon.
Who was Michael Vick?
Correct.
That was easy. That should have been 300.
Yeah, that should have been 300.
Last one.
Shame.
This quarterback, Klimp.
Oh no,
I
no,
didn't- I didn't-
I hit the button. That was my. That was my
Oh,
pick.
okay.
That was my pick.
It was not me.
I accidentally hit
You
my
about
finger on the
screwed
shame button.
yourself.
Oh no, I about
500. Last question. This quarterback played for the Bucks, the Browns, the Ravens, the Jets, the Cowboys, the Jets, the Patriots, and the Panthers. Klimp.
McCown.
Incorrect.
Well, there's two McCowns, Clem, too.
Josh McCown.
Incorrect.
Can I get a repeat of all the teams? Because I don't think you finished, did you?
I did.
Oh, you
The
did.
Bucks, the Browns, the Ravens, the Jets, the Cowboys, the Jets, the Patriots, and the Panthers.
Fuck. I feel like I'm gonna feel like an idiot if I don't get this. Is it Ryan Fitzpatrick?
No. Vinny Testaverde.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't have gotten
Yeah.
that. All right, tally them up.
Oh, good Lord. Here we go with that. Let's see.
I like this bit. I feel like, one of us, like every once in a while, should be in charge of making one.
Yeah, I can make the next one.
All right.
Klimp, you came away with 1,300. 1,400.
Yep.
Wow. good
Damon
game.
won by
The mic-
100.
Dude, the Mike Vick question put me over.
Yeah, I knew it too. You just hit it before me. Good
Yep.
game.
GG,
So
my brother.
I do want to say that with it being through digital and everything, I'm hoping on the playback I did get correct with who came through first, because on my end it's who I heard first. So
Right.
I will say, like, on my end, it was pretty accurate.
Yeah.
if he was coming first or if I was coming first. On Clemson, it sure as shit didn't seem like it because he was bitching like he was. But
That's
There was
'cause
only
it's
one
competitive.
question. There was only one question where
Yeah.
I really truly felt like I hit
So
it first.
I think it's a lot of fun to do stuff like this.
Oh yeah.
I agree.
The
This is good.
one category I think could stay for a while is who am I? Because you can
Yeah.
do that with, like, the next time we can do baseball or we can do hockey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Easily.
Oh, yeah.
Out hockey.
Or actors or
Hawkeye.
like
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
Stupid. I'm not gonna lie, the one, and I'm glad that it worked for the Scott Pilgrim question. I was like, if I could put this in there with Chris Evans or Brie Larson, one of those two dummies is gonna think Avengers.
I
As
did.
soon as
Oh,
you
yeah.
hit it, you were like, oh shit, 2010.
I was like, oh, God damn it.
I couldn't remember when the original Cat America came out, so I just said that.
Captain America came out in like 2010,
I don't remember.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was before the Avengers.
Right.
Oh, wait, no. Was it?
And Brie didn't even come in until freaking
Yeah, it was.
Infinity
No.
War or whatever. Not even
No.
that Endgame.
Yeah. No, she had Captain Marvel in 2019.
Oh,
Yeah.
not with Chris Evans.
No.
Oh yeah.
No. Honestly, I think the questions were fair. It wasn't like it was a super, super hard sort of deal. Like, I know I was not going to get Benny Testaverde.
Oh,
I had no clue he
never-
played for the freaking Panthers. Like, I
didn't
was
know
just
he-
going through and stuff, and I was like, geez, I knew he played for the Bucks and the
Well,
Browns and
obviously,
the
yeah.
Ravens, but
I heard all the teams. I immediately thought Josh McCown.
he
that
was up there as
honestly-
one I almost picked. Same with Fitzpatrick, but I wanted it to be people that we knew, and Vic obviously had to be on there. Dion had to be on there. I knew you weren't going to get OJ. I didn't think you were going to get Nick Foles either.
No, I knew Nick Foles.
Yeah,
The only reason I know
same.
Nick Foles is because it's funny.
Yeah.
Right.
His whole career is just funny. Like, dude is a career backup. He wins a Super Bowl, and then fucking Jacksonville signed him to like this big ass contract, and he sucks again.
Yep. Now he's with the Bears.
And then he goes to the Bears and sucks again.
True.
I figured if I didn't say the position, if I just said this player played for these teams, it would have been
Oh,
way
dude,
hard.
there's
Oh,
no way.
yeah.
So I
There's
had to
no
do
way.
a position.
Yeah,
No.
I feel like if we're going to continue to do that category, we have to, like, if for sports at least, we have to be like, hey, this is a position. This
Yeah,
is the
that's
position. These are the
they
teams.
played. Right.
Oh, I got a good category because I'll make the next one just to switch it
Okay.
up. I got a good instead of Gen Z slang, I'm gonna do old school slang.
Like Boomer Gen X.
No, like old British.
Okay.
Oi,
Yeah.
bruv. At
Yeah,
least we
well,
don't
I'm-
have shooting, do we?
I'm hoping we can get Josh on for one of these, but I knew he couldn't do it today. He had to work like a 10-hour day today, but I stumbled over that too. The ones about know your friends, I did that last night while in a party with Josh. I was like, this could be fun.
Yeah.
And I knew the baseball one would completely mess with you guys. You guys would be
Oh, the
like,
baseball.
oh, that's got to be Rick.
Oh yeah, I think baseball. I
That's
think you.
baseball. Exactly.
Right, because I did not know that Josh played baseball.
Yep.
I knew he was born in South Dakota, right?
Yep.
I know he lived in Texas for a while and all that stuff. So,
I didn't think you'd get the video on YouTube. I thought you'd both immediately think to my ice cast.
No,
No,
that
man.
immediately I knew it was Josh
I knew that immediately it was the Publix rap for
because I know how much of a heat that song is.
Oh, it's
Yes.
great. It's fucking
Very
awesome.
good.
If any, we'll shout it out if people want to take a look at it.
Once you
It's
tag
really
it in the
good.
bio.
Tag it in the link in bio. Link in bio.
In bio.
Link in bio.
That's what all the
The
girls with
Chevy
OnlyFans
Beretta
say.
one, the Chevy Beretta one, I thought was just going to be a guess at that point.
Yeah,
Well, when I think Josh, I don't think driving.
that's a good question though. There's a reason for that. There's a steel reserve and malt liquor normally.
No, it's because he's always lived right near his work. He has no reason to drive.
Right.
Yeah.
It'd be a waste of money for him to have a car.
It would.
Yep.
It would. No, but
it's a lot of fun making those.
I agree. I think that was great. I think definitely Klimp. We can try to expand it to 5 categories because I feel like it did go pretty fast.
It went faster than I thought it would. I'll say that.
Yeah.
And with more people, if we can get Josh on,
or
get
Drew
a little more,
or something like that.
more variety. Yeah.
I know Drew was actually he was asking me the other day. He's like, "Hey, when are you guys recording next? I kind of want to get on again." And I was like, "I don't know, but we'll see."
He was definitely fun to have on.
Oh yeah.
Like I said when we first started, he'll definitely be someone we have on come time for like master stuff and with golf. And now that he's getting into hockey more, it'll be fun to get him on to talk hockey.
I agree.
You know, as we end this episode, we'll end that with last week you and I in the game. We ended up winning overtime.
Well, we left early because, we were just like, honestly, they were playing.
We left early because if we would have stayed another minute, I was going to jail.
Yeah. Well,
I was getting.
There's a whole story with that, bro. No.
So if you go to a hockey game, there's a hockey etiquette.
Mm-hmm.
You can come up the stairs, whatever. Do not cross the aisle while the puck is in play.
Okay.
And that's all that kept happening.
Oh.
You got to wait till there's a penalty, something. But the whole, at least I would say almost a quarter worth of the entire game, I was doing this.
Yep. No. He was doing it all game.
Like, I'm going to punch this dude in the back of the head.
No, or shove him over the other row in front of you.
Bro, Rick's sitting next to me. He is fuming. Dude is fucking literally. I steam coming off of his head.
I bet you felt the heat. Oh yeah.
Like coming out of his ears. He's like old school train whistle mad. You know what I mean? So
it was intermission before third period. I was like, dude, I gotta go for a walk. I gotta.
Yeah, no. He literally said
you probably needed a drink.
He ended up. No, you got a beer early, but
I had a beer earlier, but I ended up getting some food.
PDQ. PDQ's shout out PDQ.
It was
love PDQ.
Shout out PDQ.
God. It was delicious.
I couldn't finish it.
I haven't been there since I lived in Florida.
Chef's kiss. PDQ sauce, a little bit of chicken. I had a chicken sandwich, some fries. Beautiful.
My bad.
Shame.
I forgot to close the app.
Yeah.
That's funny.
No, honestly, bro, I had a great time. I always do with hanging out with you. I have a great time hanging out with Drew, which you talked to me 4 years ago, and I would have fucking hated that kid. So it's kind of nice how that stuff works out. But, we had a real good time. It was nice to get out and do something because, and I mentioned it in the little promo that I made on the TikTok and the Instagram. I had COVID. It kind of sucked. It was nice to finally be able to leave my house and not have it just be for work, just get out and blow off a little bit of steam. But yeah, dude, and I'm not even kidding. It's fun to watch the Lightning in person, which Klimp, if you get down here, we'll fucking go to a game, goddammit.
Yep.
It's we had a good time. Overall, we had a really good time. We ended up I bought a Gasparilla Lightning t-shirt. I'm pissed that they weren't selling the Gasparilla Lightning jerseys because I would have bought one in a heartbeat.
Yep.
Because those were sexy as fuck. And I can't find anywhere that they're available, but whatever.
You want to hear something funny? I'll say it real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I don't know if it's part of the basketball playoff or something, but Auburn basketball team is playing in Tampa during Auburn spring break.
Oh, you better get your ass down here, that boy.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
But I had these 3 guys sitting in front of me in class, and they're trying to find things to do in the Tampa area, the Clearwater area, the St. Pete area. They were like, dang, I wish we knew someone that was from the area. I lean over and go, hey y'all, I'm from Clearwater, ask away. And it was kind of funny. I'm like, yep, I got y'all.
You'd be like, dude, I literally live there.
Yeah.
You're like, it's lucky that I'm behind you.
Right.
I can be behind you more often if you'd like. Sorry, no. That was gay. Sorry. No, but we had a good time. I've enjoyed every Lightning game, really. I've gone to, even when, the Kraken deal, when I was still a Kraken fan, It's whatever. I had a really good time. I was prepared to get in a fight with someone on Rick's behalf, and we kind of discussed with Drew. We're like, hey, if we hit you, we're
defending.
Yeah, we're gonna hit you. You say that they hit you. Now we're defending you, so we don't go to jail. It's all good.
Fair.
So we had our alibi. You know what I mean?
Probably would have to find a way to avoid, the cameras pointing in every angle.
Yeah, but it's just logistics stuff. We can figure that out later.
Get you a good lawyer. You'll be fine.
I don't know. I'll represent myself. Your Honor, I think this charge is bullshit.
You're getting life in jail for self-defense.
Yeah, I know. I would definitely end up. I'm definitely ending up in prison for at least 5 years if I
minimum.
And it was nice. I had a really good time. I feel like we need to do it more often. It's definitely hockey games. I never would have thought in a million years. You asked me 5 years ago, I would be enjoying. I never would have enjoyed them. I'm all about it, bro. It's a good time.
Remember when I was a little kid?
Go ahead.
Remember when I was a little kid and Atlanta still had a hockey team? Or I don't know if it was professional or not, but me and my dad went to a game. Oh, we left after like 30 minutes. I was cold.
That's an embarrassment.
I was a
by
little
the way,
kid.
Enjoy about
That might have been the pro team there too.
I think
what I
it
enjoy
was.
about hockey is the fact that you get those moments where your team is right by the net and they're pounding that puck away and the entire stadium's going, and then it just goes the other way. You're like, oh. It's like, damn.
That's like it's that feeling like when you're about to sneeze and you lose it.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that feeling.
Yeah, but it's in a good way.
That's
It's
what's
in a good
great about hockey is you don't know when that goal's coming. And
Right.
all of a sudden, so you get those exciting moments and you're waiting for it. It doesn't happen. Then you're just kind of watching and the defender takes a big-ass slap shot and it goes in. You're like, oh, shit.
Right?
And then you lose your fucking mind.
Yeah.
It's great.
That's one thing. Like that's kind of how I was too with when I went to my first ever soccer game. I went to.
You went to a soccer game?
Yeah, in St. Pete.
You went to a Rowdy's game?
I've heard
Rowdy's?
those are fun to go to.
I haven't been.
Beyond. Sit behind the goal. There's only one goal that has seats behind it. Sit behind the goal because that's where their hype team is. That is doing chants and songs all the time. Got smoke bombs. Oh, it is the most fun ever.
I'll have to check it out, man. Are the Rowdies in the MLS or no?
No.
No, I don't think so.
I know that Detroit had an is getting an MLS team or has an MLS team.
Yeah. I remember there was a 16-year-old that played that day for the Rockies team. I felt like I hadn't done anything with life.
The Rockies?
What'd I say?
Rockies.
Oh,
That's baseball.
My bad. Dang.
No, but we had a good time. It was something we need to do more often, and then if you decide you want to come down, Klimp, we'll definitely try to hook it up and go together. So.
Oh, yeah.
I think we need to, if you do come down, Klimp, I think we need to figure out how we can do an in-person pod.
We will find a way to do it for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
I think because that would be hilarious.
Or even too, Rick, if you can hook up Jeopardy on that TV behind you.
Well, it doesn't necessarily even have to be at his house. If we go and rent an Airbnb or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Just take I'll take a fucking week off or something like that, and I know Rick will probably do the same thing. We can just fucking go out and party.
I'm ready to put in for some vacation with.
You were telling me. You were telling me, bro.
Yeah, I am ready.
But I'm feeling this is definitely something we want to put a little more. We want to put effort into this because it's something that we get enjoyment out of, and we appreciate everybody listening. Even though we're still waiting on the Anchor sponsorship, I think, but
yeah, I've looked almost every day.
I don't know.
That's all right. We'll get there.
We'll get there. I mean, we appreciate everybody that listens, even though there's not a ton of you. But I know we're going to try to promote more myself. I'm trying to get a little more acclimated to the social media stuff. Klimp, I know you're still, you obviously you got your own stuff going on too. So, whenever we can, you and I will make sure we're trying to promote it here and there. Rick's doing a good job of promoting it. I'm talking to people that I'm going out and playing golf with and shit, man. I'm like, hey man, listen, I got good stuff.
I tell everybody.
Speaking of which, I want to end with a story that and it's a quick one. It's not a very long one. I want to end with my story. I went golfing on Saturday, right?
Is that when you blew your pants out?
Yeah, no, this is the story. So
Okay.
yeah, I went golfing on Saturday, and if you want to put it into the YouTube and you want to edit, the picture that I sent.
You got to send it again.
Yeah, I'll send it to you again. But it's literally, it's the funniest fucking thing that could have happened to me. I'm out here playing with guys I have not played with before. I went out and I played with a guy that was in my fantasy league who was on the golf team at Countryside High School. And his teammate on the golf team at Countryside High School, I have no business going out there and playing with these guys because I am awful. I'm doing better, like contact-wise. I'm making good contact on most of my swings, which I'm happy about. But I am god-awful at golf, all right? And we go out, and I'm playing at this course in Tampa. You know, I think it's called, like, Countryway Golf Club. And it was like $15 for an afternoon. You know, I can go play 18 or I can go play 9. It was included in the cart fee. Hey, I'm all about it. Shout out Countryway Golf Club. So I'm going out there, and literally, I'm in my cargo shorts. They're gray or whatever. In my Under Armour golf jacket with my hat on and shit. I'm out there fucking around. I get in, by like hole 7. I'm like kind of getting into a little bit of a groove. I'm getting a little momentum. I'm hitting the ball pretty good. I hit a really clean shot. It landed shitty. It landed on the next tee box, but clean. Well, so the next tee box was right behind the green, so I just overshot the green.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I hit a really clean shot with my 60-degree wedge, and it sailed over. So I'm like walking back to my cart. I put my club in the cart, and I sit down, and I hear, shh, and I was like, God damn it.
I was hoping it was on the swing, honestly.
No,
That'd been funny.
No, bro, and I'm literally, I just hear it go, rip, and I go, God damn it. So then I drive over to the fucking ball, and I go, Aaron, who's the guy that I knew. I go, Aaron, and he goes, what's up? And I'm like, you know what? You want to know why I need to lose weight and probably stop playing golf? And he goes, why? And I turn around, and he goes, you got to be kidding me. And he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, dude, it's fucking funny. I'm not. Yeah. I'm like, I have no shame. I'm not embarrassed by this stuff, dude. Like, that's pretty fucking funny to me.
Oh yeah.
So, and then I play 2 more holes with ripped fucking pants. And it's like, it's not even a little rip either. It's like down my pant.
Shit.
Excuse me. It's like down my pant leg. It's like that long, dude.
Yeah, it was big.
And I played 2 more holes and actually didn't play horribly. So I had a really nice drive on 9.
Yeah. So say there's a reason I'm in a golf class for school.
Yeah.
And it's not just the easy 8.
I feel like, honestly, like, we all need to go play. I mean, and we can just play at the country club. Like, it's a guest fee of like $30,
Yeah, it's not bad.
And, I walk when I play now just because I need to get my steps in, get a little more exercise.
I'll get a cart.
I mean, we have push carts if you
that
want.
way you can fucking...
No, I'm in a golf cart.
All right. Do you, bro? I mean, it's actually, honestly, it's not that bad. Like, I enjoy walking. It's not bad. Now, if you're carrying your bag, it sucks. But if you have a push cart, like, we use push carts, bro. I'm not.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad.
No,
I just don't like carrying.
No. It just and if you want, like, we have like 4 push carts at the house. You can fucking use them.
Oh, okay.
But I feel like all of us, need to get together, and next time we're down here, there's a lot of stuff we can do. Like, if we get like a whole week, we can figure some stuff out. So either way, rip Tom Brady.
Yep, there it is.
I love him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to end it on this. Hopefully we can get some more recordings in here soon. And
the GOAT. We love you.
Yeah, the man sporting Bussin' didn't get that correct, so
I'm pissed about that. But hey, shout out Bussin' with the boys. And honestly, shout out Barstool for handling their returns very well, because I bought a hat and it didn't fit, and that's what led me to get this hoodie. So shout out Barstool, shout out Bussin' with the boys, Will Compton, Taylor Lewan. We all know. We love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, hit that bell.
Hit the bell, baby. We love you.
Oh, my volume turned down.
Leave that in. Leave that in.